Part 1. The silence in the elevator.
Imagine this. You step into an elevator. There is only one other person inside. You stand side by side, looking up at the numbers flashing on the screen. Suddenly, they turn to you, smile, and say, "Cold today, isn't it?"
Oh, yes, I know exactly what happens next. In your mind, a little alarm goes off. You understand every word they said, but your voice gets stuck. Your brain goes completely blank. You want to say something interesting, but nothing comes out.
So you just smile, nod, and say, "Yes." And then, silence. A heavy, awkward silence that feels like it lasts for hours until the elevator doors finally open.
It is a painful feeling, isn't it? Like everyone can hear the quietness in the air. But don't worry. Today on SlowVibe English, we are going to make sure that never happens to you again. By the end of this episode, you will have a simple map and 3 easy tools to keep any small talk going.
No difficult grammar, no complicated rules. Just real, gentle English that you can use immediately. So sit back, relax, and let's practice together.
Part 2. Host intro and personal stories. Welcome back to SlowVibe English, your calm space for learning natural conversations and practicing your listening. I'm Emma.
And I'm David. We are so happy you are spending your time with us today. Before we dive into our tools, please take a second to hit the subscribe button if you enjoy our slow, relaxed way of learning. It helps our community grow.
David, speaking of blank minds, did you have a moment like that recently?
Actually, yes. Just last Tuesday. I was waiting at the boarding gate at the airport. The flight was delayed. A man sitting next to me sighed and said, "This delay is taking forever." And Emma, my brain just stopped working. I looked at him and said, "Yeah." That was it. Just, yeah. I felt so silly.
It happens to the best of us. A similar thing happened to me at my local flower shop. The cashier looked at the rain outside and said, "I hope it stops soon." I just nodded and said, "Me too." Then we both just stared at the floor. Why do our brains freeze in these simple moments? Part 3. The Conversation Pass and the FORD map.
I think it is because we forget that a conversation is like a game of catch or passing a ball back and forth. When someone makes a comment, they are gently tossing you a ball.
Exactly. If you just say yes or me too, you are catching the ball and putting it in your pocket. You aren't throwing it back. The game stops. To keep the conversation alive, you must pass the ball back to them.
But how do we know where to throw it when our mind feels lost? That is why you need a map. We call it the FORD method. 4 simple letters that represent safe, easy topics you can always talk about.
Let's break it down. F is for family. You can ask about their family, their pets, or where they grew up. O is for occupation. This is about their job, their study, or how they spend their weekdays. R is for recreation. This means hobbies, sports, movies, or what they do for fun on weekends. D is for dreams. These are future plans, like places they want to travel to or things they want to learn.
Family, occupation, recreation, dreams. If a conversation goes quiet, just look at your mental map. Pick one of these 4 areas and ask a question. It is that simple.
Part 4. Tool 1. Echo
and add.
Now, let's look at our first active tool. We call it Echo and Add. It is a wonderful tool because it requires very little effort. You don't need to invent new ideas.
Here is how it works. When someone speaks to you, you repeat or echo one or two key words from their sentence. This shows you are listening. Then you add one small detail about yourself.
Let's practice. David, say something simple to me.
I bought some new green plants for my balcony yesterday.
Oh, balcony plants. I love having green things around. I actually tried growing some herbs in my kitchen last month, but they didn't survive.
See what Emma did? She echoed balcony plants, which made me feel heard. Then she added her own story about kitchen herbs. Now the ball is back in my court, and I can ask her about her kitchen. It flows so naturally.
Part 5, Tool 2 and 3, Open Questions and Safety Nets.
Our second tool is about how you ask questions. We want to avoid closed questions that only require a yes or no answer. Instead, we use open questions using what or how.
Think of a closed question, like a locked door. If you ask, "Did you enjoy your weekend?" the door only opens a tiny bit. They can just say, "Yes," and the conversation stops.
But if you ask, "What did you do over the weekend?" or "How did you spend your Sunday?" you are opening the door wide. They have to explain and give you more details. More details mean more opportunities to use echo and add.
And finally, our third tool, safety nets. These are 3 topics you should always have ready in your pocket, just in case of an emergency. Our favorite safety nets are the weather, local events or news, and your immediate surroundings.
If you are standing at a cafe, you can look at the coffee machine and say, "This place always smells so good." That is a safety net. It is easy, safe, and friendly.
Part 6. Role play at the park bench.
Let's put all of these tools together in a real-life practice. Imagine Emma and I are strangers sitting on a bench at a quiet park. Emma will start the conversation. Listen to how I use our tools to keep the ball rolling.
It is quite chilly out here today, isn't it?
Chilly indeed. It really feels like winter is coming. I had to wear my thickest jacket today. What about you? Do you live nearby, or are you just passing through the park?
I actually live just 2 blocks away. I usually come here to walk my dog, but he is at the vet today.
Oh, at the vet? I hope he is okay. What kind of dog do you have?
He is a small golden retriever puppy, just 6 months old. He's just having a routine checkup.
Golden retriever. They are so playful. I've always dreamed of getting one when I have a bigger garden.
And just like that, we are having a real warm conversation. No awkward silence, no stress.
Part 7, Vocabulary Recap and Challenge.
Let's review some important words we used today. Awkward silence. A quiet moment between people that feels uncomfortable or embarrassing. Keep the ball rolling. To make sure an activity or a conversation continues without stopping. Echo. To repeat a word or phrase that someone else has just said. Icebreaker. A comment or question used to start a conversation with someone you do not know well.
Now, here is your gentle challenge for this week. We want you to try just one small talk interaction. It could be with a neighbor, a coworker, or the person who makes your coffee. Use echo and add, or ask an open question.
Do not worry about being perfect. Just focus on throwing the ball back. You can do this.
Thank you so much for listening to SlowVibe English. If this episode helped you feel a little more confident, please share it with a friend who might need it. Have a beautiful, peaceful week. Take care, and we will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everyone.